Hello, guys. Okay, so let's go here and go live. Okay, let me just check if I am live. Mm. Hello there, Facebook Live. Hello there, YouTube Live. I hope you can see me, you can hear me. Please let me know um, while I'm still also confirming on my side. Ooh. Today, let's talk about moolah. Let's talk about money. Let's talk about ching ching. Okay, I see there is one person who's watching me on Facebook. Hello, 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 hello. I hope you can hear me. I hope you can see me. Um, the lighting on Facebook is not that nice, but anyway, yes, we are here. We are here today. Please log in. What am I doing now? Okay, guys, so I am going to, yeah, I am going to share this live video on Facebook if you're watching me from Facebook. Um, and I can see that there's a person who's watching me from YouTube. So please log in and tell me who you are. Oh, Mudimak, share to a group. That you want. Please, guys, please share this information. Today, we're going to be talking about very, very important information. I'm just not sure what's going on YouTube. It looks like it's just doing its thing there. Please share and like so that people can see this. And let me know if you can hear me, right? Write a post. Okay. So let me go to the group. Okay, I see. I'm trying to do all these things all at once by myself. If playback begins. I don't know what's going on YouTube. It looks like it's not connecting, but I'm connected. So whatever it is, we shall just leave it. I will hope and pray that it is a recording because I'm trying to check myself and it keeps on doing this circle. So come on. Hi, Noma Sonto. Okay, I guess you can hear me. Just give me a minute, guys. Please give me a minute. I know I have been live for a long time and I'm not saying anything. Ooh. The other phone that I'm using is actually very slow for me. I'm not liking it. Come on, man. Okay. All right, guys. My name is Malebo Old John Cindy. For those of you who are watching me from YouTube or from Facebook Live, and I am a holistic life coach. I help people create the life that they want by healing their past traumas and pain. Some of you know my story that I had been sexually abused in my childhood, and that was one thing that God has ordained in me, that I need to heal other people's, who went through the same things as me, or even have, money traumas, relationship traumas, and all the likes, that I can help them create the life that they want, because I know that there is no one, absolutely no one on earth who wants to struggle when it comes to money, relationships, and all that. So that is basically what I do. And I have my books over here. Trapped, I have Trapped, I have Confessions. This is a new cover for Confessions, and my first book, The Journey. And if you want this package, is $650. When you buy it, you don't pay for any courier. Okay, so today I want us to speak about the spirituality behind money for people who are owing other people money and they are not paying them back. You know, there are people, guys, like they owe you money and then they pretend as if like like they don't owe you money. Do you know those type of people? Guys, please let me know if you okay. Yeah, Noma Santa said I can hear you good. Okay. All right. You know those people who owe you money, whether you have rendered a service or whether you have borrowed them or lend, I don't know like the English word, but I mean, there are people literally who don't want to pay you back and they thinking, yeah, push up, by do you guys have people like that in your life or lona ke lona le kolotang ba bang? Okay. Um, oh my goodness. I'm trying to, oh Lord. All right, guys, I'm trying to do something with the other phone and it's not allowing me just like it did the other time. So basically, there are people out there who will owe you money and then they don't want to give you back the money and they pretend like, I don't owe you. I mean, I have a guy who borrowed money from me. I can take 20 man. And the reason why I decided to give that guy money is because he once gave me money. He once borrowed me money when I was broke. And by the time I had already understood the energies behind money and all of that, and I didn't want to now, not return a favor, right? So I just decided to give him money, and then he never paid me back. Like Ebile, the guy he's no longer even speaking to me. Can you believe it? So that's how this thing of money is. Just please hold for me. I don't know if I'm in the group. Oh Lord. All right. Anyway, we shall get this done and over with. So today I want to speak about those type of people, and also we should touch on people who are borrowing other people money. So somebody comes to you as Malebo and then you give them your money. The spirituality behind that whole process, right? Okay, so let us begin. I'm very, very sorry about this thing, it's the phone and all of that. Okay. So this is what happens when you borrow people money. So there was a time when I listened to a lady by the name of, guys, I hope I am live. A lady by the name of Gog Maweni. I don't know if you guys know her. She is a traditional healer, and she does all these things, So there was a video that was trending. Apparently, she is bewitching people and all. So she went to the podcast and chill. Shout out to the chillers in here. She went to the podcast and chill. And when she got there, then she was explaining what are some of the things, what are some of the things that constitute to what do you call this? Oh Lord, what's going on with this live today, guys? Okay, all right, okay. So Gokma, when he was talking about some of the things that constitute as witchcraft. Yes, okay, yeah. So she was talking about what a person can do to bewitch another person. So that was what she was talking about. The first thing that she spoke about was that a person has to have done something wrong to you in order for you to bewitch them, right? So she said, I can't just bewitch everyone. I have to actually know what this person has done to me, and that constitute as a door that has been opened for witchcraft. Okay, that's it. And then the second part is that you also cannot bewitch everyone. There are people who are actually protected. So even if you try to bewitch them, whether you are the greatest sangoma or you are the greatest witch, whatever, but you cannot just bewitch everyone. There are people who are protected. Now, I want us to start with the last one, especially from the biblical point of view. That there is a verse in the Bible that talks about people will eat poison and they will not die because God is protecting them. But in order for that coverage to happen, in order for that to become a part of you, there is actually a way that you have to live as a Christian in order for you to be protected by God, right? So the first one, Mawendi says that you do something wrong to me as Nomasonto, right? And when you do something wrong to me, then you are opening the door for me to do anything in your life, right? So now the subject of money. There are people who borrow money from other people and then they don't bring it back, right? For whatever reason, maybe they're no longer working, maybe things just happen. I mean, in 2020, COVID hit and a lot of people were not working or the salaries were cut. A lot of things can happen, really, right? And hello, small. And when that happens, it means that when you don't pay a person back or an institution back, you have opened a spiritual door for yourself, for anything in your life to come in. And at that point, God cannot say, I will protect you, because, I mean, God will protect you if you are living the righteous life. The Bible talks about it that owe anyone nothing but love. So if you are owing people money, it means that you have opened actually that door for you, for anyone who right? Not only even the person that you owe money. All right. So there is a lady who actually even spoke about this thing, Hore. There is a difference between challenges, and I think it's Busi who spoke about the difference between challenges and spiritual attacks. Challenges are there, challenges of money, maybe I'm struggling this month. It's there for me to learn, right? But a spiritual attack is something that you have opened a door for. So when you are saying, I'm under an attack, the devil is attacking me, children of the Most High God, it means that there is something that you have done to another person that constitute God not being able to protect you. And for people who believe in ancestors and all type of beings out there, also your ancestors and everyone that you believe in cannot protect you when you have done wrong to another person. Okay, so you say, Priscilla, Malibu, please borrow me 10,000. I'll give you in 2 months' time. And in 2 months' time, you don't come back to me. You don't tell me that, hey, I can't pay you back or whatever. You just keep quiet until, like I said in the beginning, that there's a guy actually who owes me money. I don't even remember how much he owes me, because he used to pay me 100 rand and I even forgot for it. But I know that he never settled that. Now, with other people, when you are like that, you are actually opening a door that people can go and I want you to also understand that witchcraft has nothing, it's not only that you have to go to a traditional healer in order to bewitch someone. It has nothing to do with that. Witchcraft, I can speak a word unto your life, and that word actually, I can even speak it unto your children and your children's children. That is why some people are struggling with a whole lot of curses under their name, under their bloodline, because their parents and their parents' parents. But I mean, it's there in the Bible that whatever that I do, my children will be the ones, my sins, will be, my children will be the one who feels what I did to other people. So when maybe you may die, but that person says, I curse you, that even your children and your children's children and your children, they will never have money. And that word it's a seed, it's able to be on a fertile ground because you have opened the door for that word by doing what? By owing people and you don't pay them back. All right. So, that is like the summary of it. The summary is that when you owe people or you owe an institution, you need to go and make arrangements that I owe you 20,000. At this point in time, Malebo, I can't pay you 20,000, but all I can do is for me to pay you back, I can actually pay you the 100 rand. You know, even people who did law, the lawyer, what, they know that if somebody goes to court, Malebu is owing me, I can get there and show them my statements and I say, okay, guys, it's fine. I owe this person, yes, but I am just going to be able to pay this person 5 rand a day. And that's it. Even the court, the judges and all those people, they can't do anything because you have acknowledged, one, that you owe a person, and you are reaching an agreement with that person that I am going to pay you back. Now, many people, it's either they rob people of money, they take other people's money and they don't pay it back, and or they render a service. So Malebuki coach you, they say, hi coach, unfortunately I don't do that. But they render a coaching service or whatever service and they don't pay you back, and they wonder why their life is in shambles. The reason why your life is in shambles is because the spiritual door is opened and anyone can come in your house and attack you. Not only the person that owes you. And let me tell you something, guys. The Bible says we do not fight against this, blood. We don't fight against blood. We fight against principalities of the dark world. Right? So meaning that if there are principalities of the dark world, there is also principalities of the light world, right? The dark world, they work with whatever. The light works with whatever the light works with, right? So when you owe somebody something, it means that when you are open and you don't say anything. Guys, there are people who can owe you and not say even a thing. Business. You don't say anything. You have opened that door. Now you are no longer only fighting against Malebu, the one that you owe, right? You are fighting against these people, the principalities of the dark world. They can do anything to you, and no one. If you say you believe in God, God says live a righteous life. A righteous life is not the life of Yahweh. You don't sleep with anyone before marriage. It's not that. It means that vibrating in a good energy, not talking about that, and I'm a good person, being a good person, embodying a good person, owing no one nothing but love. Right? And then that's where God can say, I can protect you. Now, I cannot go, imagine, guys, I cannot go and commit fraud. Okay, commit fraud and take other people's things and all these things, and then again come back and say, God, please protect me. God can't protect me because already I am committing crimes and I am hurting other people. So there is no way that God can protect me, right? So when is that, you are opening a door for you. And when you figure out, look at your life. If you are owing anyone anything, look at your life. Look at your life. For people who are owing people money, right? I don't know how to say this in English, but it is not only money that you're going to struggle with. Like I said, you have opened that door. So it's not only money that you're going to struggle with. Relationship every time. There is something because you owe other people. There are people, I know this other friend of mine who said her mother prayed and said, Izinyembezi zomntwanam. angeke siwele phansi. Those are curses, guys. So if you have those type of curses in your life, it's not even about money, it's about your whole life, and no one can help you with that unless you pay back the money. That's it. Unless you pay people back their money. And I'm talking about money because, guys, money is energy. Okay, money is energy. If there's anything that is so spiritual, is money, right? So when small comes to me, that is why I don't consult people for free. I don't. And there's Coach Noma Sonto who was talking about this thing of hokanyisa, when you are doing the works of the light, people must come to you and they must kanyisa, right? The kanyisa meaning that they must pay you something, Even the traditional healers of the way back, apparently they were even paid 20 rand. That 20 rand is energy. You are exchanging energy. So when you come to me, Ulismo, rendering my service, right? Rendering my service, right? You are giving me your energy, which is money, right? I am giving you my energy as a healer, right? It's an exchange of energies, right? So when who is borrowing people money and doing and not borrowing money from people and not paying it, they have you here, Karen, today, Karen, these people that are owing me, I can just today decide that let me bewitch them. And I say again, witchcraft has nothing to do with muti. Yes, you can go and ask somebody, but I can still perform witchcraft on you if you owe me money, because you owe me my energy, or I have your energy. Sometimes it's not possible to pay back, which is not like we ignore, pretend, but no, guys, if you are watching this name and you owe anyone money, you know what? Call them. After the session, call them and say, hey, I did not forget about you. I owe you this much. Can you give them a time frame? And then say, I'm going to, let me see after 2 months what's going to happen, and I will give you your money back. And after 2 months, go back to them and tell them, guys, don't just sit and say, yo, motho tla tlhaloganya ke COVID, a ke bereke. Don't do that, because wena wa lawyer. You are bewitching yourself. You are busy asking for witchcraft for yourself. So in the topic of money is energy. Now, when you lack or you don't lack money, actually. Let me tell you something. People who borrow money from other people, they don't lack money. They don't lack money. They lack themselves. Whoa, gosh. Okay, I'm even getting goosebumps as I'm speaking about this. People who borrow money, give me 5 rand so that I can fix. That 5 rand is not going to fix your problems. To be very honest, just think about it. You have borrowed money, but has it actually fixed your problems? Has it actually resolved your problems? Has that money resolved your problems? There is this society. You are going to be part of this society. There is this stokvel, not society, stokvel, right? You borrow malebo, are Kopano, Coach Kopano, please borrow me 1,000, right? And that 1,000 can only take me up until this far. Still, where do I go? Noma Sonto, please borrow me 500, right? When I get paid, I pay back Kopano, and then I pay back Noma Sonto. But still, because it's 1.5 that is minus from my salary, guess what happens? That cycle is a stokvel. You have to literally be part of that stock. So you don't lack money, you lack yourself, your light within you. And I'm going to explain later. Okay, so you become a part of the stokvel, right? So if you see, guys, people who borrow money, it goes to this extreme that you don't even have isbindi. or no, not Ispind. Uval, yes. You don't even have that thing. You know, there is a guy that I used to comment on his post and say, girlfriend, they are really nice. Oh, nice girl, whatever. That guy, me and him, we don't know each other. Let me show you that people who are borrowing money, the problem is not money. Then this guy, hey, Kimotu, this guy then says to me, please text me and says, please borrow me bukana bukana because my girlfriend is stuck somewhere and I need money to. And like in my mind, I'm asking myself, what made this guy come to me because I am not his friend? I'm not his friend. Guys, when I don't have money, the first person that I will go to is my husband. Habi, I don't have money. If he doesn't have money, then we go to our friends, right? Or our family members. Going the and if those people don't have money, then we will go to the bank. Now, look at how this society works. You borrow money, you're starting with your friends. It goes to a point in your life that even your friends, you know, already you have created that bad relationship between you and your friends because what you lack is not money, it's yourself. Now you go to other people on Facebook, on whatever. When you see Malebo saying, I am in Cape Town sipping on some nice ice cream, you already see that this person has money. You inbox them, and the problem that you have is yourself. Now, let me explain why I say yourself. In the beginning, God created us in his own image. What is the image of God? The image of God is the image of a creator. Meaning that when God created me and you, he put the seed of creation within us. That me and you, we can never lack anything. Worst part, we can never lack money. Now, when you do not have that relationship with yourself, when you don't know yourself, you don't know your light, you're going to think that the only thing that is going to solve your problems is borrowing money, right? You're going to think that waho bona people baba machoni saying people who are in debt review, they will come here and tell you that borrowing money, having debts, it's not the answer, because the more you borrow, even there are people who are like this, then they even owe institutions. Look at how they do it. They go and say, okay, I want this car. They pay for the car. They figure, I can't even pay. They go ask for a consolidation loan, and then they still owe. When you sit down with those people, the problem there is not money, it's identifying this person, the light that is within you. So when you don't know that light, you go and then you want to dim other people's light. Wabona Malebo, I think there is Lebo Grass who edit this thing. People just see the energy of contentment within you, and you got it all. Some of us, we don't have it all, but we are content because we know ourselves. I was telling my husband that there is never a day that I will be broke. Even if I don't have a job, there is no way. I saw my best friend was here. I don't know if she remembers. I used to sell cigarettes, guys. Me. I will identify ways of making money because inside of me, there is a spirit of God that rose Jesus from the dead. This spirit can give me the money that I want. This spirit can give me the life that I want. But when you don't understand yourself and understand that who is within you, what you're going to do is that you're going to look at other people who has light. Right? You see, SUV, and then you want to dim their light by doing what? By borrowing money from them. And then those people, they have you in their hands. They can be with you. They can do anything to you because you can't even pay them back. If you have to pay them, you have to go and borrow another money from other people, and it's a cycle. So stop the cycle. For anyone who owe anyone, the Bible other than that. If you owe any institution, you owe anyone, please go and speak to these people and ask them, If it's a person, hi Malebo, I know I owe you this amount of money. I was thinking that I would have paid you already this time, but I couldn't, right? Can we make an arrangement? This is what I am going to afford from my side. There's a person that is owing me, and I'm like, I'm not expecting them to give me that money, that whole money, but they don't even see. When you owe somebody, come and say, I can only pay you 300 per 2 months. Then you are closing that spiritual door, meaning that there will not be any attacks in your life if you are closing that spiritual door. But if you don't, guess what you are doing? You are going to become a cycle, and you're going to be a part of this lack mentality, and this thing, bale ba gore ko garage. I mean, if you bought an SUV, you know that the consumption of an SUV via petrol it's a lot. I mean, our car here at home, the other time we were paying 2 point something for full tank. I can now go and show people, it's a lack mentality, because it's like you don't believe that you are paying that money. What happens when you buy a car? You have to put petrol, right? Put petrol on it. Okay, yes, you are closing those portals for yourself, right? So guys, the assignment, actually I was not supposed to be doing this video. I wanted to do a video on how to manifest using this other method that I created myself, and I manifested something. Now, after my run this morning, God said, no, you need to address this issue, because there are a lot of people, even in your circle, that are owing people money and barring people. People are attacking me. The devil is attacking me. What. Your life is a mess because you are owing people. Pay them back. Guys, I don't owe anyone anything. And if I owe anyone, I am paying them back. I was I did a whole video about how I got out of debt. I never in my wildest dream thought I can go and buy a car cash. I never. Because what I lacked was not money. What I lacked was the light that was within me. Right? So when you get out of that Nuva dam, that stock fed of lack, you will know that you can pay anything cash. Yesterday I was looking at the car and I'm like, whoa, this car is nice. And I don't have money for it. But I know that I'm going to get money. I don't even know where I'm going to get this money. But I know I'm going to get it. When you get out of that, and you yourself, you can take yourself out of that Nuvadem. Not a coach, not anyone. You yourself. These earrings today, they also want to talk. You yourself, you are going to have to make a decision to take yourself out of that Nuvadem and close those portals that you have opened for yourself. Now, people, let me tell you, if you owe someone, and then let me say, now, Kibona Nomasonto, okay? I'm picking up on you, girl. I'm sorry. But Nomasonto owes me, right? And then the other person, Obona Nomasonto, mo Facebook, they don't know her. And they like, oh, this one, they start wishing you bad things. Those things will happen because now you are not operating in the light. You are operating with the beings of darkness, those ones, the authorities of the dark world. You are operating from them. And those authorities, they want a home. When you open that home for them to stay. Now, and always being rappello for matimony. Those matimony, you actually open the door for those things. All right. Okay. So that is the first part. Go and pay people their money back. Okay. And then the second part for those of us now who are borrowing people money. If you are my friend, you know me, you know that I don't borrow people money. So the only person who owes me like money that I gave to is one person. That's it. The people who owe me would owe me for the service that they have rendered. Now, for people who come and you always feel sorry for people, and you want to borrow them money because they are telling you a sad story. Guys, have you ever seen that? This thing of money, of borrowing money, of being a lender, of all these things. Have you ever thought that these people are operating in the same spirit? Have you ever thought? A person who comes to borrow money from you, there is a sad story. Or when they have to pay you back, it's the same method, it's the same spirit. Right? Okay? Mm-hmm. Now, yes, the borrower and the borrower. Most of the time, when you, like I said, there is a guy who owes me money. The reason why I gave him that is because one day there was a time then in rent, and I had a savings account which was going to pay me after many days, and then I thought this guy was the one who actually came to my rescue. Okay, so when he came back to me, I was actually paying back because he once gave me money. So I stopped that cycle, because when you are a borrower or you once borrowed, you now when you borrow, you go and borrow people money. I keep right? When now you have money, you feel like you have to give back, even though it's not in a form. Nomasonto came and asked for that money, but you will have that thing because it's sort of a guilt in Yanaho. If I don't give them, there was a time when somebody was giving. Stop that cycle. If people want money, they must go to institutions that gives money. I mean, the bank is on my neck. Hori, you qualify for a credit card of 70,000. Like, I'm like, 70,000. Yesterday I was checking a car. Today, West Bank is sending me a message. You see, this is frequent. He's sending me a message that you qualify for a car loan of this much. So do not feel, end the cycle by not feeling that that the guilt. If I don't borrow another person, then what. Stop that, because one, this is the reason why I want you to stop that. When somebody comes to you, like I said, one, they are operating from lack, and it's not even lack of money, but it's lack of self. Okay, so 100% of the time you are going to go back to that stokvel. Okay, because when Busi is taking my money, Are utlai busa whenever she is exchanging her lack energy. I'm 30 minutes late. No problem, you can go back. So if Busi says, Malebo, please borrow me whatever amount, right? Now I am giving her my energy. What is she giving me back? Her energy. Money is spiritual. Transactions are spiritual before they can be physical, right? So now what you are getting from the exchange is lack of self, lack of the realization that there is a God within you, and lack of a lot of things, right? Before you know it, you are going to be part of that stokvel again. If you are out of that stokvel where now you have money, you're going to be back again because you are being dragged, exchanging lack energies between yourself. All right. So there are institutions, unless if you have a company that works with that. Okay, a company, Kamachoni saying you have registered it, you can take people to court when they're not paying you back. No. But I'm saying, if you don't have a company, nothing, allow people, don't intervene in people's struggles. There is a reason why God put people through struggle, so that they can realize themselves. But when now you are coming and then you are giving, you are going to feed that person for the rest of your life. So if you are my friends, they know, they can. I mean, there is another lady who said, why you said I don't do that. I can have money in I always have money in my account. Even if it's not a lot or it's a lot, I always have. So when a person approaches me They know that I have money, but I will never give you that money as me borrowing. I will give. I will say that, like sometimes I would say, somebody comes to me, Adima 500 rand, right? I would say, oh, okay, Adima 500. No, let me give you 500. You don't have to pay me back. I will never exchange, because when I am giving, I don't have anything. Moto otlong patelang is God, right? The person who's going to pay me when I am helping by giving is God. But you, when you want to interrupt God's processes by giving people money, you are going to feed them for the rest of their life, and then you are going to be a part of that maneuver them again. You're going to be a part. So stop the cycle of besides the fact that, relationships end because of that transaction. Now you don't pay me back, Coach Kopan. Ne? You don't pay me back. And now, our relationship is in shambles because you didn't pay me back, right? Besides that, you are also going to be part. Guys, if you don't have money, you are not going to die. There is absolutely no person who died because they didn't have money. The people who die, they die because they don't have oxygen. And oxygen is free of charge. They die because of that. Now, I used to be in those type of, until I realized Batong. I realized self. If you can realize yourself, you will never go a day broke. You will never get into a car dealer and say, yo, Batong, 500,000, you are 500 million. Guys, all of us, we have been given a portion of our wealth and our riches. When you are not giving them their portion. You distract the things that the ways of God. When our if I need that, but don't expect it back. And no, I'm giving you this money, bring it back. And then when I in your say, I am giving you 500, don't pay me back this money. That one will be paid by God. Close those channels. I ask. Money is very, very dangerous. I was told at home, like when you get go high, ba go kopa di 5 rand. I don't know if you know about this thing, guys. Ba go kopa di 5 rand. And they want coin, apparently. Apparently, those people, they go to bewitch you with that. With the money that you are giving them. Because you have given them your energy. So, I hope you go and pay back the money that you owe. Make arrangements. There's a book that I read, Zibu Masotobe. She's here. She's a financial coach. She does a lot of great work. And she actually spoke about this thing, that when you owe people, but they have downloaded this thing on this app, they must see who's calling so that you can ignore the calls. Again, don't do that. Answer that call and tell them, this is how I'm going to pay you. Yes, you see? So answer that call and tell them, if it's an institution, answer the call. Because what you are doing in your life, my mom used to say, you're just calling things upon your life that you're not even been able to handle. Right? The car guards or Nyaupe boys care coach, do we give them? No, you can give them. I mean, I was just making an example. The people can take your money and bewitch you because you have given them the energy, but you can still give them. Even Lynn and I give people, and I don't expect it in return and all that. But I was just making an example for this thing of when you money is energy, the transaction of money is energy. People can go to the Ndumba for your money, girl, right? So people, you owe an institution, and I'm not talking about people who have taken cars on credit and they are paying every month. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about people who have taken cars on credit and a basia. West Bank, and you are that, give them back that car. Maybe it's time for you to let go of that car because there is something that God wants you to learn. Anyway, don't borrow people who have those type of things. One last thing before I forget, I was talking to a client of mine, talking about relationships. Guys, don't get into a relationship with a person who has this money problem. Never, because you are going to be part of the stock fair. So, because Namalebo, I have my own money and I know how to make my own money. Let's just say I'm not married and I meet a guy who owes institutions, who owe Batu and all these things now. That energy, when so that you can live in peace, you are becoming part of that new. When you meet a person, I always say that this thing you're choose between money and love. Guys, choose both. Choose both. You cannot have a person who does not have money, or even worse part, who owes other people money, and then now you have to now pay them back. They don't even know how to make this money. Guys, don't ever get yourself into relationships like that. When you meet a person, they must be able to make money and afford their lives. And make sure that you have, when you are talking about that, make sure that you have that, right? Because when you get into a relationship and when you don't have, you are becoming a slave to another person. You know, the Bible talks about it, that the person the one who is yes, ish, thank you, Noma-san. Stop it sleeping with broke people, because you are part of that stock fair. And broke people, yes, you can be broke. You can say, hey, this month my things are not poppy. That is fine. Stop sleeping with people who lack. They don't even know. You know those such stories. I used to have this other lady and she blocked me on Facebook. We used to have those sets. I don't know what my kids are going to eat, blah, 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 blah. Girl, I'm just going to give you 200, giving you. I'm not going to exchange that energy because I don't want to be part of that. So when you get into a relationship, make sure that you're getting into a relationship, whether the person is earning 5,000, but they know how to make their own money. They know how the transaction of money. You must also have that. The Bible says, the one who is the lender and the borrower. So, Adimancheled is the slave to the one, or actually, the one or Adimi Wancheled is the slave to the one or Adima, right? So, if you owe me, you are my slave. Get into a relationship with a person that has money and you don't even have care. Slave, you are going, even if they don't ask you, you are going to pay them with sex, because you're thinking, oh my god, how am I going to pay them? They took me to a hotel in Sentin, and be able to afford yourself. When you are saying in Dodamas, be able, because at the end of the day, you are going to be a slave to that man. You are not going to enjoy love because you are a slave to that person. You have to pay them back. I think it's even Kanyimba who spoke about her relationship with Kanakima Mandla. The borrower is the slave to the lender until they pay. Exactly, right? So when you get into a relationship, also make sure you can afford yourself. Don't come the relationship because you are hungry. You know, go and find out how you can make food for yourself, and then go into a relationship full. Because when guys, when you are hungry, you can't think. You can even eat from the dustbin because you are hungry, right? So going back, go and call every person. And I know it's very difficult, you know, that you owe a person and now you have to go and tell them that, Mama, go and do that. That is how you are closing the doors for spiritual attacks not to happen to you, right? If you owe institutions, go, and if you don't have, you don't know how to negotiate for yourself, there are people who work like that. They negotiate for you that you can, and don't go to debt review. I think it's something, but check Zibu's page because she works with these things, but they can actually negotiate for you, you're going to pay this amount of money however long, and this is you are presenting now I have this amount of money and I'm going to afford this. You tell me take it or leave it in the institutions, right? Go and do that, and then stop feeling like you need to pay back because there were people who were helping you, because you are going to be part of that cycle again. Even if it's not now you can have your own money, but it's going to come again, that cycle, right? Get into a relationship when you know that you are full, you are not hungry, you are not getting into a relationship because the guy has a car that you think you cannot afford. Even if you don't have a BMW as yet, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. You can still have that BMW, you can still have it, right? So don't get there because of lack, get there because of love. Now, if you don't have money, you don't even know what to do with yourself, here is the thing: find your purpose. Find out what is your purpose. You will never go a day broke in your life when you know your purpose. Guys, there are times when I don't have money, and that is what we call broke. And then somebody says, Coach, I want to pay for 4 sessions for my friend, 4 sessions for whoever, because I'm in alignment with my purpose. There's no way I can go to bed hungry. So go and find out your purpose. What is the highest purpose for my life? The other lady, we went to this hike that we went to this week was to understand your purpose. The message that she got was that continue to serve, right? Continue to serve. And she is actually in that position. Guess what happened? Yesterday, she sent me a message that she got promoted. When you are in alignment with your purpose, you can never lack anything. So find out what your purpose is. If you don't know your purpose, join us on Saturday. On Saturday, we're going to speak about love, their relationship with yourself. If you remember, I said many people don't lack money, they lack themselves. They lack that relationship with themselves. So when you don't have that relationship with yourself, guess what you're going to do? You're going to think that you are lacking. You're not lacking, right? So this month, on the Healing Inner Child circle, we are healing our relationship, our love relationship, and this is our relationship with ourselves, so that the relationships that we may have after the money, other people, and all these things may be correct, right? And then the next month, the month of November, we are fixing this thing of money. Now, if you have a money problem, don't jump to November and say, I will sign up in November. You have to do the work on yourself first before you can have a relationship and heal your relationship with money. Okay? All right. If you want to speak to me, sign up for this. We are starting, it's 3 hours on Saturday, please. Or if you feel like when now you got what you wanted, also, I shall see you. All right. Thank you so much. I see there are other people who are just joining in. But thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching on Facebook. I will see you